we had to change venues this year, but happy to be here. And again, the hospitality has stayed the same here at the junior high school. Second night action, and it should be an interesting night of basketball here tonight. Last night was an off night for all of the teams. So Carterville will get in action for the first time tonight in Game 2 when they will go against the Heron Lady Tigers, which should be a good matchup. Carterville and Heron matching up again, a couple of Williamson County foes. And in Game 1 tonight, Vienna and Benton. And the Rangerettes at 1-0, Vienna at 0-1. Benton on Monday night defeated Heron by a score of 58-44. And in second game action on Monday night, it was Marion defeating this Vienna team 55-39. So Benton at 1-0 and Vienna at 0-1. Both of these teams will be in action again the rest of this week. Benton against Carterville tomorrow night will be a tough matchup. And Vienna with a bye. Every team gets a bye on one of the different sessions. Benton will get their bye on Friday night. So our schedule the rest of the week, 6:30 tomorrow night, off of Friday night. Saturday afternoon, the finale in here at 2 p.m. against Marion. So that's how our schedule looks the rest of the week here from the Marion Lady Wildcats Invitational. Our kickoff to the 2014-2015 high school basketball season. Again, glad to have you alongside tonight. Our pregame show being brought to you by your Benton West City Subway. Get to know the Subway Simple 6 menu at your Benton West City Subway. 6 of Subway's best 6-inch subs now in made-for-you meals for just $6 every day. Pick from tender turkey breast, sweet onion chicken teriyaki, and more with a 21-ounce drink and a bag of chips. All that for $6. Value made simple at your Benton West City Subway. The Rangerettes and the Lady Eagles of Vienna High School. Vienna with one of the better girls programs in Southern Illinois for many years, and they have been a handful for all the teams in this tournament for years down here. Now we expect no difference tonight in this matchup against the Rangerettes. Let's get a quick break, and we'll come back and take a much closer look at these two teams here on our Benton West City Subway pregame show. This game being brought to you again by Subway, Benton West City, our pregame sponsor here on Rangerettes basketball. Back after these messages.
The annual holiday swap. Harold, you first.
Oh, it's a Subway card.
Wow.
Nice. Sharon?
I'm going to take the Subway card.
Oh, Harold, now you can choose a new gift.
I think I'll just take that Subway card right back.
I don't think you can do that, Harold.
Stuff it, Glenn. This is between me and Sharon.
A Subway card is the gotta-have-it gift. With cards from $5 up to any amount, you'll get something for everyone. And they'll get their favorite subs, like the Big Hot Pastrami. Subway, eat fresh.
At participating restaurants.
At Weeks in Benton, we have 4 great brands of cars to choose from. Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep. Save up to $5,000 on select in-stock 2014 Impalas and Chargers. Or buy a Chevy Cruze for only $220 a month. Or a 2014 Chrysler 200 Limited for only $239 a month. Take advantage now of Chrysler's Big Finish and Chevy's Black Friday sales events. That's Weeks in Benton. North of town, but south of the price. Payments based on 10% of MSRP down plus tax, title, and license. Chevy Cruze 2.9% for 75 months. Chrysler 200 0% for 84 months with approved credit.
Back to Benton Rangerette basketball on Q106.
Welcome back to Marion, the Lady Wildcats Invitational. Second night action, Benton and Vienna. Again, our pregame show being brought to you by your Benton West City Subway. No more lines at your Benton West City Subway, at least not if you order online. Download the Subway app or go to order.subway.com. Order your favorites just the way you want it and pay right there. All you have to do is go to Benton West City Subway and pick it up. No waiting, just eating. That's your Benton West City Subway. They bring you our pregame show here tonight on Rangerettes basketball. The Rangerettes, coached by Andy Sloan, entered this game with a record of 1-0. And Vienna, the Lady Eagles, are coached by a longtime coach, been in different venues, had a long stint at Massac County, Jim Prevalent. He is the head coach at Vienna High School. The first thing you notice about this Vienna team, they are young. They start 2 seniors, but they start 3 sophomores. And so a young Vienna team in here. And they have graduated some of the key players from those teams that rolled through this tournament a couple years ago at 5-0. And they've been a good team, this Vienna squad has through the years. And they certainly play a good brand of basketball at Vienna. They were beaten in here pretty soundly on Monday night by Marion. Marion Certainly an improved team from the last couple of years. Marion won that game 55-39, and Benton with a big second half. They defeated Heron in here on Monday night by a score of 58-44. And in that game against the Heron Lady Tigers, Benton actually trailed that game by 5 at halftime, but then outscored Marion by 35-16 margin in the second half and won that game going away, 58-44. Benton with very balanced scoring, as Michaela Abney and also Katie Sandusky each had 11 points in that game. They also had two players, Marcy Mendez and Kaylee Pedigo with 7 each, Allie Gisher, and also Callie Carney was 6 each, so very balanced scoring. In fact, they had 3 players with 6s. Haley Ing also got 6 in that game, so a very balanced scoring for Coach Andy Sloan. I'm sure he'd take that every time out, 2 in double figures, but then very balanced the rest of the way out. So certainly a nice win for Benton, but that Monday night's game is behind us, and we'll be looking forward to this matchup in here tonight against the Lady Eagles of Vienna. I want to remind you that the keys to the game, and I talked with Coach Sloan momentarily before the game, and getting out to a better start in the first half would be what he feels like is the key to the game. The Rangerettes a little sluggish in that season opener on the Monday night when they trailed by 5 at halftime. They rallied and played well in the second half, but he'd like to see his team get out to a better start and also maybe do a better job at the free throw line. The Rangerettes struggled at the free throw line mightily in that game on Monday night. So free throw percentage and getting out of the gate better would be the keys to our game. And, of course, the keys to our game, as always, brought to you by Heartland Office Supply in Benton. From paper clips to office furniture, Heartland Office Supply is your one-stop shopping spot for all your office supply needs. Inkjet cartridges, toner for copiers, file folders, envelopes, and custom order stamps. Heartland Office Supply has it all. Visit them online at heartlandofficesupply.com or give the good folks at Heartland a call, 435-4264, 435-4264. That's Heartland Office Supply. They bring you our keys to the game here on Rangerettes basketball, Heartland Office Supply, located 111 Lawrence Street in Benton. It's the Rangerettes and the Lady Eagles of Vienna. Let's get another quick break in. We'll come back and continue on with our Benton West City Subway pregame show here from the Marion Lady Wildcats Invitational. Back after these very important messages.
The Benton Superlube on South DuQuoin in Benton is your home for the Pennzoil 10-minute oil change. Get your Dexus-approved synthetic oil change while the experts at the Benton Superlube rotate your tires, check your fluids, and vacuum your floor mats. Preventive maintenance saves you money in the long run. The Benton Superlube can service wipers, lights, even air filters. For your car's maintenance, trust the professionals at the Benton Superlube, 107 South DuQuoin in Benton. Call 439-2210 and go Rangers.
When it's time to make sure your teeth are in healthy condition, call Dr. Simpson, DDS in Benton to schedule your appointment or your child's appointment. Regular cleaning and checkups are part of maintaining your teeth for a comfortable, healthy smile. And if you're looking to brighten your smile, Dr. Simpson offers whitening too. When your teeth need cleaning, filling, crowns, bridge work, whitening, and more, call Dr. Simpson to make an appointment. 439-4364. That's 439-4364 for Dr. Simpson, DDS in Benton.
You need a law firm who is willing to go and fight for you, whether you're in a divorce, accused of a crime, or if you've been injured in an accident.
I'm Brian Drew. My brother Jason and I's law firm was built on and continues to be run on fighting for our clients. We'll fight for you all the way through trial, be it in front of a judge or jury, whatever it takes. From Cairo to Effingham, from river to river, we're here for you. No case is too big, no case is too small. If it matters to you, then it matters to us.
Because when it really matters, hire Drew and Drew. Call 439-9406 or online at drewlawgroup.com. Back to Benton Rangerette basketball on Q106.
Welcome back to Marion Lady Wildcats Invitational action here tonight. The Rangerettes and the Lady Eagles of Vienna. I want to fill you in on our broadcast schedule for the rest of November. Plans are right now to head to Christopher next week for the Turkey Tournament. 2 games on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday, of course, we'd be off for Thanksgiving. 2 games on Friday. Then we would come back and we would bring you the third and the First two games on Saturday afternoon via 106.3, and then the last two games of that night would be streamed on 106.3. And the Benton Rangers open the season on November the 29th in a matchup against a highly anticipated matchup against the West Frankfort Redbirds. And while we're talking about the Benton Rangers, we want to say a congratulations to Benton coach Ron Weinmiller and his wife Whitney on the arrival of Malone Brooks Weinmiller. She was born at 8:55 yesterday morning, 8 pounds and 9 ounces, and we understand that mother and daughter doing fine. Not sure about Coach Weinmiller just yet, but a new baby a week before the season starts, so you can just about bet the Weinmiller household is a little hectic. But congratulations, and also congratulations to big sister Mason, also who is a welcome addition to the Weinmiller household. So we know that they're certainly count that as a huge blessing with the birth of daughter number 2 into the household. We're about set to go here, and just in a few minutes we're going to run through the starting lineups very quickly. And as always, our starting lineups are brought to you by our friends at Martin's Restaurant and Catering. Martin's Restaurant and Catering, located at 412 East Main Street in Benton. Martin's Restaurant and Catering, longtime sponsor of Benton Ranger and Rangerettes Athletics. Stop by and visit with Bob Martin and his fine staff and check out those daily lunch specials and those very good homemade pies. That's Martin's Restaurant and Catering, 435-6166. They bring you our starting lineups here for Rangerettes basketball here on WQRL. Looking at the lineups tonight, first for the visiting Rangerettes. Benton will be in their road maroon uniforms tonight. For the Rangerettes, they have juggled things around just a little bit here tonight. Starting in the guard spot for Benton, it will be the sophomore, Allie Gisher. Gisher, a 2-year starter, started last year as a freshman. Gisher gets the starting nod tonight. Also at a guard spot tonight will be Marcy Mendez, also a sophomore. So it's Mendez and Gisher in the front court for the Rangerettes. At the forward spots, it'll be Katie Sandusky. She had 11 points. And again, Katie did not play basketball last year, played and started some as a sophomore, and outstanding softball player. And will play college softball somewhere, we're sure. Getting a lot of offers, we understand. But out for basketball her senior season, and she's really a nice addition to this Benton team. She had 11 on Monday night. She'll be starting at one forward, along with Callie Carney at the other forward. And we've talked about it for 3 years now. Actually, this is the 4th year we've talked about it. Callie Carney will be one of the top athletes in Southern Illinois anytime she takes the floor, anytime she takes the volleyball court, anytime she hits the softball field. She's a 3-sport standout at Benton High School. So it is Sandusky and Carney at the forward spots, and in the center spot will be Michaela Abney, who had 11 on Monday night. And Michaela just continues to play better, got great hands down low, catches that ball in the low post, and she's very difficult to handle down there, just a sophomore also. So Benton with 3 sophomores and 2 seniors in the starting lineups. That sounds a little bit familiar to what we talked about with the Vienna Lady Eagles. They also start 3 sophomores and 2 seniors in their lineup. Their lineup will look like this. At one guard, it will be Alina Cowsert. Alina Cowsert, whereas number 10, she'll be at one guard. Whereas number 11, she'll be at one guard. She's a sophomore. At the other guard, it will be Natalie Keeling. Keeling is also a sophomore. At the forward spots, it will be Courtney Sanders. Sanders is a senior. At the other forward spot, Becky Reeder. Reeder is a senior. And at the center spot, it will be Rachel Kindhart. Rachel Kindhart is the senior. So for Coach Jim Prevelic's Vienna Lady Eagles, it is Alina Cowsert, Courtney Sanders, Becky Reeder, Natalie Keeling, and Rachel Kindhart. And for Coach Andy Sloan, it'll be Katie Sandusky, Marcy Mendez, Allie Gisher, also Callie Carney, and Michaela Abney. That rounds out the starting unit for the Benton Rangerettes. And again, our starting lineup's brought to you by Martin's Restaurant and Catering, 412 East Main Street in Benton. Be sure and stop by and see Bob Martin and check out those daily lunch specials and those very good homemade pies. That's Martin's Restaurant and Catering. They bring you our starting lineups here on Rangerettes basketball. We are getting set, perhaps for our national anthem. We'll wait and see. Marion is not playing tonight, so they normally play the national anthem prior to the Marion game, but they're going to play it to start things out tonight. So with that, we'll get in a 90-second break. 90 seconds, and we'll come back.
Some of us put our life savings under the mattress, while others use a coffee can. For a safe and valuable means of saving your money that you would like to pass on someday to someone special, talk to SCD Ray & Sons Insurance Agency in Benton about single premium whole life insurance. You will immediately increase the amount you can leave to your heirs without any negative tax implications. Sound too good to be true? Call SCD Ray & Sons, your Pekin Insurance Agency, at 439-7557 for all the exciting and valuable details of single premium whole life insurance.
Are you interested in a career in the culinary arts but can never afford the high cost of cooking school? Rend Lake College has a low-cost recipe for success. For as little as $5,500 per year, you can get a quality culinary arts education in your own backyard. That even includes books, tuition, class fees, and supplies. Learn to master domestic fare, pastry, and foreign cuisine in Ina, Illinois. Save thousands on a culinary arts education at Rend Lake College. For more information, log on to rlc.edu/culinary arts. Back to Benton Rangerette basketball on Q106.
Welcome back to Marion Lady Wildcats Invitational here on WQRL. Again, glad to have you alongside with us tonight. The Rangerettes will be introduced first to the visiting team here tonight. They're dressed out in their road uniforms, maroon, trimmed out in white numerals and lettering, white stripes down the side. And the Lady Eagles are dressed out in their home white tonight, trimmed out in orange and royal blue numerals and lettering. Again, for the Rangerettes, it will be Katie Sandusky, also Marcy Mendez, both sophomores. Allie Disher is a sophomore. And Callie Carney and Michaela Abney. Carney is a senior and Abney is a sophomore. So 3 sophomores, 2 seniors for Coach Andy Sloan. Rangerettes 1-0 on the season. And for Vienna, it will be Alina Kauser, Courtney Sanders, Becky Reeder, Natalie Keeling, and Rachel Kindhart. And the Lady Eagles are coached by Jim Preblett, longtime coach here in Southern Illinois. And they are 0-1 on the season. Again, our pregame show tonight brought to you by our friends at Benson West City Subway. Stop by and visit with Mike Sulzer and his fine staff out at the Benton West City Subway. And a great time of the year looking for that special gift. How about a Subway gift card? It's the gotta-have-it gift this holiday season. From $5 on up, you can give the holiday season's perfect gift, Subway, available now at your Benton West City Subway. That's Benton West City Subway. They bring you our pregame show here tonight on Rangerettes basketball. All 5 of the Vienna Lady Eagles starters went across the floor and shook hands with one of the fans on the front row. You not know what that's all about, but I'll bet you we will find out before we get out of here tonight. We're about set for action here tonight. Glad to have you alongside. Looking forward to this matchup. Benton 1-0, Vienna needing to get a win to stay in contention for a busy weekend. And the Rangerettes are trying to go 2-0 and set up a matchup with Carterville tomorrow night in here. Benton will be moving from our right to our left from our excellent vantage point here high atop Marion Junior High School Gymnasium. It will be Alina Kausert, and she'll be jumping against Callie Carney. Benton moves right to left. The official final instruction to both teams. And we are about ready to roll here. Tip-off will come your way at 6:35, a little bit behind schedule. And we're waiting. Official stands at midcourt and holds the basketball. If we were at Carver Arena, I'd say we're waiting on television, but I don't think the TV crews are here tonight. Now we're set to go. finally, ball in the air, tip control by Benton with the basketball. Gisher, and she will get it across the timeline to Mendez. Mendez goes to Carney. Carney picked up quickly out there by Sanders. Now here's Gisher, top of the circle, move it left side to Mendez. Mendez guarded by Cowsert. Loose ball, and Vienna has it. Got by with a double dribble with the basketball on the steal. Keeling loses the handle and steps out of bounds, and it will be Benton basketball. One of the things we heard, I did not see Vienna play there Monday night, but we heard they like to come out and press, and that's what they're doing right now, pressing full court. We'll see if the Rangers can take advantage of that and maybe put together some maybe 3-on-2, 2-on-1 breaks up the floor if they can beat that press. They have really got the Benton offense pushed down the floor. Here is Carney to the basket, shot up and in. That's a good start for Benton as Callie Carney drove to the middle of the lane and hits about a 10-foot jumper, banks it off the glass, and Benton ahead 2-0 with the basketball. It is Cowsert. Cowsert kicks it back out to Keeling. Shot up, won't go. Rebound pulled down. And it's going to be Gisher. Gisher has it, and she's going to be fouled. Allie Gisher trying to come down the sideline with the basketball, and foul called on Becky Reeder. Her first, team first. And it will be Benton basketball. Inbounds will come to Abney. She gets it to Sandusky. She goes to the basket, shot blocked, save back inbounds. Good defensive play there by Vienna on that blocked shot. It was Natalie Keeling. She blocked Sandusky's shot and then saved it from going out of bounds. With the basketball, it's Sanders. Sanders gets it around to Kindhart. Now to Cowsert. Now Sanders, shot up, won't go, rebound, fight for it. Benton has it. Mendez working hard on the defensive glass, quickly up court. Here comes Benton, cross-court pass. Here's Sandusky, spotted up for three, won't go. Rebound pulled down by Gisher. Gisher to Mendez. Mendez kicks it back out to Sandusky, might be an over and back. No, Katie saves it. Oh, I don't think she touched the line. I don't think that's a very good call. I watched her feet, and her foot never touched that line. Center court. I don't believe that was an over and back. I'll put the whistle and the striped shirt down, and we'll continue on here. 2-0, Rangerettes lead it. We've played 145 with a basketball. Kindhart gets it to Cowsert. Cowsert, 8-foot shot, short, won't go. Abney on the rebound. Outlet Mendez. Here comes Marcy with the basketball. Left-hand dribble, being pressured by Keeling, and I mean pressured. And finally they're going to call a foul on Keeling. Foul on Keeling. She was all over Mendez, and I mean all over her. 6:01 to play, 2-0 Rangerettes. Vienna really gets after it on the defensive end. They push, that's all man-to-man. And Mendez loses her footing, loses the ball out of bounds, and the defensive pressure creates the turnover. That's 2 turnovers on the Rangerettes. And 2 on Vienna here in the early going. 4 turnovers and points right now with the basketball. It is Reeder, now to Keeling, back around to Sanders. Now Cowsert, back to Sanders. Baseline, Keeling to the basket, up, shot won't go. Rebound, fight for it, Benton has it. Benton has numbers, 3-on-1. Gisher, take it all the way to the basket, shot up, won't go. Fight for the rebound, Vienna has it. Outlet pass, Vienna wants to run, and nearly a steal. Keeling and Gisher saves it from going out of bounds, but it will be last touched by Benton. And play right now a little chaotic on both ends of the floor. A lot of action up and down the floor that's not translating into any points on the board. 2-0 is our score. We've played almost 3 minutes. There's Keeling to the basket, puts up the shot, side backboard on that shot, and she is tied up, and the possession arrow will favor Vienna. This is a game where so far there has been zero rhythm in this game, any flow to the game whatsoever. And here's a turnover, and last touch by one of the officials, pointed towards Vienna, in which drew the ire of the Benton fans. She just pointed the wrong way. She quickly reverses her call. She pointed to Vienna basketball, and the Benton fans were up in arms. Here's Gisher. Splits the defenders, gets it down low to Abney, shot up and in. Kayla Abney gets the basketball right there. Just mark it down. She is good down in that low post. Great hands. Here's Keeley. She's going to be fouled by Gisher. That'll be Allie's first. And that'll be the first foul on the Rangerettes. The non-shooting foul will be Vienna basketball, side court. Andy Sloan wants a timeout. Andy wants to talk this over, figure a couple things out perhaps about this defensive pressure. Gives me a great opportunity to remind you that our timeouts are brought to you by SCD Ray & Sons in Benton, where they have taken care of your insurance needs since 1911. Stop by and see John D. Aiken or Bob Ray. Give them a call at 439-7557. Regardless if it's health, life, personal, or business insurance, SCD Ray & Sons Insurance, they've taken care of your insurance needs since 1911. It'll be Vienna basketball when we return to action. Sanders with trigger for the Lady Eagles. The ball is deflected on the inbound. She gets an inbound to Reeder. Now back around to Kindhart. Kindhart having some trouble out front, guarded by Carney. She traveled with the basketball. That is the fourth turnover on the Vienna, and credit that to the defensive pressure of Callie Carney. Inbounds, and Vienna had the steal, but they couldn't hang on to the ball and went out of bounds. Ragged game, 4-0 Rangerettes with 4:40 to go in the first quarter. Inbounds will come, knocked out of bounds again. Rangerettes having trouble getting inbounded against that Vienna full court pressure. They're just matching up, and the Rangerettes turn it over. 3 turnovers on Benton now. The defensive pressure is causing the Rangerettes some troubles. Here's Sanders to trigger, gets it into Reeder. Now around to Kindhart. Kindhart down low, shot up and in. Basket up and in by Courtney Sanders. Sanders got the bucket. Here's Mendez. Gets it to Carney. Carney around to Gisher. Gisher shot up and in. It's a two-pointer. They said her foot was on the line. Allie Gisher hits the 18-footer, and Benton leads it 6-2. Nice shot. Here's a steal by Sandusky. Gets it to Carney. Callie to the basket. Up, won't go. Fight for the rebound. Coming down with it is Reeder. Loose ball slapped away. Vienna has it. There's Kindhart with the basketball across the timeline. And she traveled with the basketball. Kindhart picked up her dribble, started to make the bounce pass to the corner, and just as she did, her teammate cut down the baseline, and she had already committed, and she drags the back foot, and the official right on top of the play called it. In the game for Benton will be Cassie Johnson. Inbounds will come to Mendez. They get it to Gisher. She'll get it across the timeline. Allie Gisher to Johnson. Johnson, double team, gets rid of the basketball. Here's Gisher for 3. Way off the mark, won't go. Rebound pulled down by Sanders for Vienna. They're going to get a run out of this. Here is Cowsert up and in. Cowsert got behind the defense. Alina Cowsert. She got behind the defense, and they hit it with the outlet pass. Here comes Benton right back. Johnson hits the bucket, but they call her on the travel. Another turnover on Benton. That's 5 turnovers on Benton. In the game for Vienna will be Caitlin Green. And in the game for Benton is Kaylee Pettigo. So for Benton, it is Carney, Gisher, Pettigo, Mendez, and Johnson. Also in the game is Megan Smith for Vienna. Here's Cowsert on the baseline. Way off the mark, won't go. Rebound, Gisher. In the backcourt still yet, being pressured by Cowsert. Somebody's got to be open. There's 3 guard 2 on the other end of the floor. Here's a long pass down low. Johnson runs it down, gets it back to Mendez. Mendez puts up the shot, won't go, but draws a foul. And Marcy Mendez will go to the line and shoot the 2-shot foul. Marcy Mendez. Six to 4, Rangerettes lead it with 2:37 to go here in the opening quarter. Glad to have you alongside with us. Free throw by Mendez up and in. Marcy on. First point of the night for her. And it's 7 to 4. Mendez eyes the bucket. Right-hand free throw up and good. Got them both. 8 to 4, Rangerettes with a 4-point lead, and Vienna with a basketball. Here's a steal. Good defense by Benton on the press. They get it to Mendez. She'll penetrate. Now pull it back out. Now gets it to Carney. Callie drives the lane, puts up the shot up and in. Callie Carney, she has 4 now. Benton's opened up its biggest lead of the night, 6 points, 10 to 4, 2:15 to play. Here's a steal, and last touch by Benton. But boy, the Rangerettes playing hard on the defensive end. Ten to 4, with 2:11 to play in the first quarter. The basketball, Kauser goes to Reeder, back to Kauser. Kauser drives the baseline and travel with the ball. Travel with the basketball. And it'll be the turnover number 6 for Vienna. And in the game is Keeling. She'll replace Kauser. So Natalie Keeling back in the game. Keeling is a senior. Mendez triggers, gets it into Carney. Callie Carney on the dribble. Goes left side to Johnson, down low to Haley Ing, who's in the game. Haley tries to feed it to Pedigo. And it's going to be knocked out of bounds by Benton. It'll be Vienna ball. 1:45 to go in the first. 10-4, Rangerettes lead it. Vienna with a basketball. Here is Megan Smith. Gets it to Caitlin Green. Back to Smith. Smith, right-hand dribble. Gets to Keeling. Keeling drives the lane, and shot won't go. Rebound Mendez. She works hard. Marcy Mendez. Ball slapped away. And here's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow will favor the Rangerettes. This is a spunky Vienna team. They are scrappy. They really get after you on the defensive end. You can tell they might be a little limited on the offensive end, but they clearly are going to play hard on the defense. Here's Ing. Haley Ing to the basket, shot up and in and counted. Nice drive to the basket by Haley Ing. She had 6 in here on Monday night for Benton off the bench, and she picks up just a nice drive to the basket. She took the ball at the high post and just rolled to her left and went to the basket and laid it up with the left hand, got fouled. She'll go to the line and try and complete the three-point play. 12-4, Rangerettes by 8. She'll shoot 1 free throw with 75 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Here's the free throw up and in. Ing completes the three-point play. And it's 13-4. The Rangerettes have opened up a 9-point lead. 4 Benton substitutions. Pedigo back in. Also Taylor Mosley in the game. Cassie Johnson, Ing, and Katie Sandusky. So Coach Andy Sloan going to give some of his starters a little break here at the end of the first quarter with a 9-point lead. It's a long week of basketball. And Vienna promptly throws it away. Tried to go on the left wing to Keeling and just went through her hands and out of bounds. Turnover number 6 on Vienna. Ing in the backcourt being pressured by Smith. Gets it across the timeline. Haley on the dribble. And going to call a foul, I think. Let me say last touch by Vienna. And it'll be Benton basketball with 50 seconds remaining. Rangerettes with a chance to open up a double-digit lead here. Sandusky's going to trigger. Gets it into Mosley. Now around to Sandusky. Back to Ing. Now Kathy Johnson, top of the circle. Left side to Ing. Down low. Pedigo. Shot up off the glass. Won't go. Rebound. Johnson won't go, but she's fouled. Cassie Johnson working hard on the offensive glass. Gets a rebound, puts it back up. Shot will not drop, but she draws the foul. And Cassie will go to the free throw line and shoot two. 13-4, Rangerettes lead it. Free throw in the air, and good. Rangerettes much better from the free throw line tonight. Getting 4 for 4 from the free throw line tonight. After somewhat of a disastrous outing in here on Monday from the free throw line, where they shot under 50% for the game. Second free throw up, and no good. I talked about it, but Sandusky on the rebound won't go. Rebound pulled down by Vienna. Benton with a 10-point lead, 14-4. For the basketball, it is Smith, and she is going to be fouled by Katie Sandusky. Kind of a little bump foul out near the mid-court stripe. What you might expect would be no harm, no foul, but they call it. With the basketball, Smith gets it to Cowser. Cowser drives the baseline, kicks it back out to Green. Now around to Sanders. Back out to Smith. Three-point shot won't go. Rebound, Benson has it with 6 seconds. In the backcourt, it's Sandusky. 4 seconds. Crosses the timeline. Left side, Ing. Ing hurries, picks up the shot. It's good. They will count the basket. It's a two-pointer for Haley Ing. Haley Ing comes off the bench for 5 points, and that's the end of the first quarter. And the Rangerettes finished strong in that first quarter, and they've opened up a 12-point lead. 16-4 is our score at the end of one. Back to Marion in 60 seconds.
Hey, this is Coach Aaron. If you need screen printing, embroidery, plaques, or trophies, give the big man, Big Dave, a call at All Stars and Stitches in Benton, Illinois, 435-555-555.
All Stars and Stitches located at 418 East Main Street here in Benton. We're located a half a block from the Benton High School. Our regular hours are Monday through Friday from 10 to 5. We're located a half a block from the Benton High School. What was that number again, Coach?
435-555-555.
You need a law firm who is willing to go and fight for you, whether you're in a divorce, accused of a crime, or if you've been injured in an accident.
I'm Brian Drew. My brother Jason High's law firm was built on and continues to be run on fighting for our clients. We'll fight for you all the way through trial, be it in front of a judge or jury, whatever it takes. From Cairo to Effingham, from river to river, we're here for you. No case is too big, no case is too small. If it matters to you, then it matters to us.
Because when it really matters, hire Drew & Drew. Call 439-9406 or online at drewlawgroup.com.
Back to Benton Rangerette basketball on Q106.
Welcome back to Marion Lady Wildcats Invitational here on WQRL again. Glad to have you with us tonight. And the Rangerettes with a very nice first quarter of play. They lead at 16-4. Benton with the basketball. Here is Sandusky. Cross-court pass to Ing. Haley Ing with 5 off the bench. Kicks it back out to Sandusky. Katie on the dribble. Ball slapped away, and Diana on the steal. Quickly up court with it is Smith to Sanders. Shot won't go. Rebound. We go the other way. Here is Ing. Rangerettes want to get out and go. Sandusky squares up for the three ball. Good. Katie Sandusky buries the three. And the Rangerettes have opened up a 15-point lead, 19-4, with 7 minutes remaining in the first half. With the basketball, it is Green. To Sanders, now around to Cowser, puts up the three-shot ball, will not go. Rebound, Benton. Here come the Rangerettes with the basketball, Taylor Mosley. Goes right side to Ing. Haley Ing on the baseline. And the ball slapped away and out of bounds by Alina Cowser. And here comes 4 new players in. Gisher comes in. Carney comes in. Mendez comes in. And Abney back in. And Mosley will stay in the game for Benton. So Coach Andy Sloan getting a chance to give a lot of players some rest in here tonight. Here's Mosley. Spots up from the corner for 3. Won't go. It's going to be a foul on Allie Gisher over the back. Good call by the official. Allie clearly jumped, tried to go over the back and get the rebound. But the Rangerettes have played well, 19-4. 15-point lead here, and we're still 6.5 to go in the first half. Diana with only 2 field goals in the game. And it's almost a steal. Diana retains possession. Here's Keeling. She traveled with the basketball. 8 turnovers now on Diana through 10 minutes of play. Diana still showing full court pressure, and Keeling commits a foul in the backcourt. That is the 15th foul. Pardon me, that's the 16th foul. And Keeling will come out of the game. That's her 3rd foul. Inbounds will come to Carney. Callie quickly across the timeline. Now gets the ball to Gisher, left side. Nice pass down low to Abney. Ball slapped away by Viana. Restolen by Mosley. Mosley puts up the shot. Good. Mosley. Taylor Mosley gets her first points of the night. And Benton has opened up a 17-4 lead. Here's another steal. Mosley to Carney. Carney thought about the 3. Gets it on the baseline to Mendez. Mendez to the basket. Shot won't go. Abney keeps it alive, and Mendez has it. Mendez to Abney. Shot up and in. Abney gets the bucket down, and Jim Preble says, I've seen all this I want to see. And he's going to get a timeout and try and slow down this Benton offense. 23-4. The Rangerettes led it 16-4 after 1 quarter, and Benton has opened up a 7-0 lead or 7-0 run to start the second quarter, and Diana finds themselves down by 19 here, and we haven't reached the midway point of the second quarter yet. I believe this tournament, if my memory is correct, which is a little bit scary at times, I believe this tournament has a 30-point rule in the fourth quarter, I believe. If one team is ahead by 30 going in the fourth, you play with a continuous clock, and we'll see if that's the case. We're not there yet, but just in the event that it would be, I wanted to inform you of that. But I do remember this tournament does play with that rule. It's like the 40-point rule in football. It's a good rule, regardless of what side of the fence you're on there. If you're up by 40 or if you're down by 40 in that fourth quarter in football, you're in the second half, I should say, you're ready to get out of there. Timeout is finished. Jim Prevalent's got his team back on the floor. And again, that timeout brought to you by SCD Ray & Sons Insurance, serving your insurance needs since 1911, 103 years. Diana with the basketball and a big hill to climb here in this matchup. With the ball, Kindhart. Loose ball, Carney slaps it loose. Kindhart gets it back. Gets it around to Kauser. Left side to Green. Green travel with the ball. 9 turnovers on Vienna. 23-4 is the score. 5:10 to play in the first half. Here's Mendez, gets around the defender. Nice pass down low to Carney, up and in. Really nice pass set up that play. Carney got the easy bucket, but Mendez drew the defender. And then just a little, when the defender came out, just a nice bounce pass to Carney, and all she had to do was take one step to the basket and score. With the basketball, Kindhart, nice move down the baseline, gets it to Keeling. Shot up, won't go. Vienna can't buy one. Here's Mendez for Benton across the timeline. We're going to get a lot of substitutes in this game. Here's Carney down low, up and in. Carney all of a sudden with 8. And Benton leads it by 23, 27-4. 4:20 to go in the first half. A lot of playing time for a lot of Benton players tonight. With the basketball, Kauser and Kindhart travel with the basketball. 10 turnovers in the first half. In the first 12 minutes of the game for Vienna. Aaron and Carterville play the second game here tonight. Should be a good matchup. Anytime those two schools get together for the playing checkers, it'd be good. It'd be a good, intense matchup. Getting with the basketball, here's Sandusky looking down low for Pedigo. And going to be finally a foul called on Green. Foul on Caitlin Green. That will be the 7th foul. That's a shooting foul, I believe. And Katie Sandusky will go to the free throw line. So Benton will be in the bonus. Free throw no good, but rebound by Carney. Callie to the basket, up and in. Callie Carney has double figures with 10. Benton has blown this one wide open, 25-point lead, 29-4. And Viola throws it away. 11 turnovers. 29-4 is our score. Coaches in a game like this kind of caught in a dilemma. You want to give your starters an opportunity to play. On the other hand, you do not want to run the score up. I'm sure there'll be Coach Andy Sloan will go to the bench liberally in that second half. Benton turns it over. Calzert in the backcourt brings it across the timeline. Alina Calzert around to Kineshart. She double dribbles. 12 turnovers for Vienna. They are struggling. Megan Smith in the game for Vienna. Benton with the basketball and a big lead, 29-4. Mendez. Ball slapped out by Rachel Kineshart. It'll be Benton basketball side court. Here's Carney. Callie with the basketball. Holds it above her head, gets it back to Mendez, and she'll reset the offense. Now she's double teamed. Mendez to the basket. Kicks it out to Carney. Carney shot up the lane, up and in. Carney with 12 now. She has 8 here in the second quarter. 12 for the game. 31-4. You notice right off the bat that this Vienna team might struggle on that, and that's exactly why they're playing the trapping full court. They're trying to make some offense out of the defense because they're challenged somewhat on the offensive end. Mentioned that it's a young team, 3 sophomores starting. Of course, Benton's got 3 sophomores starting too, but all 3 of those sophomores for Benton, Gisher, Abney, and Mendez all started at different times last year, so a lot of varsity experience for those 3. And then, of course, when you got Callie Carney on the floor, she is one of the top basketball players in Southern Illinois. Here's Gisher around to Sandusky. Out of Carney. Carney to the line, and she's going to be fouled. And Callie will go to the line and shoot a 1 bonus. Carney with 12 points here in the first half. First one's up and in. Kelly having a big second quarter. She's got 9 here in the second. Second free throw, no good. Rebound pulled down by Smith. Megan Smith has the basketball for Vienna. Vienna has not scored in the second quarter. We've gone 6 minutes without a point. Here's Calzert and a steal. Gisher has it. Gisher pressured. Gisher to the basket. Gets it back to Abney. Puts up a 12-footer. Won't go. Rebound Abney. Now to Sandusky. Shot up and in. Katie Sandusky hits an 8-foot jumper on the baseline. She has 5, and it's 34-4. 30-point lead for Benton with 1:35 to go in the first half, and this first half can't get over fast enough if you are Vienna. And another turnover. I have Vienna unofficially with 14 turnovers here in the first half. Here is down the baseline, stepped on the end line. And it'll be Benton basketball. 1:20 to play here in the first half. Ean to Mosley. Here's Sandusky for three. Won't go. Mosley on the rebound. Gets it back out to Sandusky. Right side to Ean for three. Won't go. Rebound. Keeling for Vienna. Natalie Keeling. Natalie Keeling. This shot, no good. Rebound, Benson. Lob it down low to Abney. Puts up the shot, won't go. Rebound, Johnson. Puts up the shot, won't go. But Cassie Johnson is fouled. She'll go to the line and shoot. Two-shot foul. (34-4). Free throw, no good by Johnson. She'll get one more. Kaylee Pettigo comes in the game. Abney will come out. Carney out of the game. Mosley back in. All Benton in this one. Free throw up and in by Johnson. Cassie has 2 points now. 2 for 4 from the free throw line. And the Rangerettes have outscored Vienna 19-0 in this second quarter. First clunker of the tournament this game. Both games on Monday night were relatively competitive. Both of them double-digit wins, but nothing like this. Keeling. Here is Calzer with a ball. Shot up, won't go. Rebound, throw down by Mosley. Mosley quickly into the front court. Gets it around to Ean. Back to Mosley. She launches a three ball. Won't go. Rebound, throw down by Vienna. That's going to end our first half of play. We have played 16 minutes of basketball here in the game one of second night action. It's all Benton in this one. Rangerettes lead Vienna by a score of 35-4, 35-4. Let's get in a 3-minute break. 3 minutes, and then we'll come back with our halftime report brought to you by Drake's Jewelry. Back in 3 minutes.
Hey, this is Coach Aaron. If you need screen printing, embroidery, plaques, or trophies, you're the big man, Big Dave, a call at All Stars and Stitches in Benton, Illinois, 435-555-555.
All Stars and Stitches located at 418 East Main Street here in Benton. We're located a half a block from the Benton High School. Our regular hours are Monday through Friday from 10 to 5. We're located a half a block from the Benton High School. What was that number again, Coach?
435-555-555.
You need a law firm who is willing to go and fight for you, whether you're in a divorce, accused of a crime, or if you've been injured in an accident.
I'm Brian Drew. My brother Jason and I's law firm was built on and continues to be run on fighting for our clients. We'll fight for you all the way through trial, be it in front of a judge or jury, whatever it takes. From Cairo to Effingham, from river to river, we're here for you. No case is too big, no case is too small. If it matters to you, then it matters to us.
Because when it really matters, hire Drew and Drew. Call 439-9406 or online at drewlawgroup.com.
Tired of feeling just like another number at the big box store pharmacies? Kimmel Chaplin Pharmacy takes the time to get to know patients on a first-name basis, understand your needs, explain medications, answer any questions you might have, and maintain a great relationship with your third-party insurance, Medicare, or Illinois Public Aid card. Really, it's the prompt professional service and free delivery in the Benton West City area that really set Kimmel Chaplin apart from all the others. Kimmel Chaplin Pharmacy, inside the Benton Medical Center on Bailey Lane.
Rock bottom prices and speedy delivery. That's Jesse Drew Rocket Material. Decorative landscaping, driveway rock, topsoil, sand, mulch, or lime. Jesse Drew Rocket Material has what you need to turn your yard into a place where you can relax and be the envy of your neighbors. Jesse Drew Rocket Material also spreads dirt and mulch with their bobcats so you don't have to. Transform your yard or drive into something you've always imagined. Call Jesse Drew Rocket Material at 927-7857. 927-7857.
Introducing the new Subway Simple 6 menu. 6 of our best 6-inch subs now in made just for you meals. For just $6 every day.
I got it made fresh at Subway.
Take your pick from 6 of our best subs, like the Italian BMT, tender turkey breast, sweet onion chicken teriyaki, and more. With a 21-ounce drink and a bag of chips, the new Simple 6 menu is value made simple every day. Yeah, you so got it made.
Subway.
Prices and participation may vary. Additional charges for extras plus tax. See stores for menu selections. Prices higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
At Weeks in Benton, we have 4 great brands of cars to choose from. Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep. Save up to $5,000 on select in-stock 2014 Impalas and Chargers. Or buy a Chevy Cruze for only $220 a month. Or a 2014 Chrysler 200 Limited for only $239 a month. Take advantage now of Chrysler's Big Finish and Chevy's Black Friday sales events. That's Weeks in Benton. North of town, but south of the price. Cadence based on 10% of MSRP down plus tax, title, and license. Chevy Cruze 2.9% for 75 months. Chrysler 200 0% for 84 months with approved credit.
Back to Benton Rangerette basketball on Q106.
Welcome back to the Marion Lady Wildcats Invitational here on WQRL. I'm Jim Muir, glad to have you alongside with us tonight. And it's all Benton in this first half as Vienna outmanned in this game. They did not score in the second quarter while Benton put 19 on the board. The Rangerettes led it at the end of 1, 16-4, and our halftime score is 35-4. 35-4 is our halftime score. This halftime report being brought to you by Drake's Jewelry, 1204 Public Square in Benton, your hometown jewelry store. Regardless of the occasion, Drake's Jewelry is the place to go for that special gift for that special person. That's Drake's Jewelry, your hometown jewelry store located on the east side of the Benton Public Square, where they have financing available. Over 24 months is the same as cash for qualified buyers. Drake's Jewelry, 1204 Public Square in Benton. Shop online at drakes-jewelry.com. Drake's Jewelry. They bring you our halftime report here on Rangerettes basketball. We talked at the beginning of our program that one of the keys to the game for Benton was to get out of the gate quickly. Coach Sloan talked about it in the postgame on Monday night, that he has somewhat of a sluggish start by his team on Monday night against Heron. But the Rangerettes really got out and rocked and rolled in the first half tonight here. In the first quarter, they set the pace as they had Vienna down 16-4 at the end of 1, and they lead it here at halftime by a score of 35-4 as they outscored Vienna 19-0 in that second quarter. And Benton leads the game by a score of 35-4. I also want to remind you of a halftime score from Sparta. It's the Cesarville Waltonville. The Lady Devils, they lead Redbud by a score of 32-12. 32-12, and then a game here, 35-4 Benton in this lead. And those scoring updates brought to you by All Stars and Stitches. Stop by and see Big Dave at 418 East Main Street in Benton. All Stars and Stitches. Give Big Dave a call, 435-5555, and ask about that incredible $5 T-shirt deal. That's All Stars and Stitches. They bring you our scoreboard updates here on Rangerettes basketball. Let's get a quick break in, and we'll come back. Again, our halftime score, Benton 35, Vienna 4. Back with scoring and totals in the first half after these very important messages.
Everyone has a lunch special, but what's special about it? At Mr. D's, you get great food at the best price, like the burger combo. A hearty, tasty burger, fries, and a drink for only $4.39. That's right, less than $5 for a full meal. Now that's special. Mr. D's has all of your favorites, from chicken strips with gravy to chili dogs to savory barbecue, even a tilapia fish sandwich. Wash it down with your favorite drink like a blueberry Mountain Dew or a milkshake or ice-cold Pepsi. Try an ice cream cone for dessert. Mr. D's Drive-In on North Main, Benton. Are you suffering from checkout counter shock? Does your register receipt reflect higher and higher prices? Are you tired of juggling a budget that buys less for more? Your Pekin Insurance Agency, SCD Ray & Sons Insurance Agency in Benton, has good news for you. If you insure both your home and auto with Pekin Insurance, you'll receive a discount on both, up to 30% on your homeowner's premiums and up to 15% on your auto premiums. It makes good sense to call SCD Ray & Sons, 439-7557, about an auto home discount, making a difference for you by going beyond the expected.
Back to Benton Rangerette basketball on Q106.
Welcome back to Marion, the Lady Wildcats Invitational. Our halftime report brought to you by Drake's Jewelry. With 3 designer bridal lines, Drake's Jewelry is where Southern Illinois gets engaged. Featuring romance, LaVie, and bridal bells, Drake's Jewelry has more than 250 affordable styles to choose from. Stop by and visit Drake's Jewelry on the east side of Benton Public Square, or you can shop online at drakes-jewelry.com. That's Drake's Jewelry, your hometown jewelry store. They bring you our halftime report here on Rangerettes basketball. 35-4, all Benton in this one. Let's run through the scoring very quickly. First for Vienna, that will not take very long. They had 2 players score in the first half, and Lena Kauser hit a field goal in the first quarter, and Courtney Sanders hit a field goal in the first quarter, and that is all the scoring for Vienna as they put 4 points on the board, all of those coming in the first quarter. 2 points for Kauser and 2 for Sanders. The Rangerettes had very balanced scoring again tonight as they put 8 players in the scoring column, led by Callie Carney with 13 points, followed in then some very balanced scoring as Katie Sandusky had 5, Haley Ing had 5, Michaela Abney had 4. Also in the scoring tonight was Cassie Johnson with 2, Allie Gisher with 2, Taylor Mosley with 2, and Marcy Mendez with 2. So 9 players, 8 players, had it right the first time. 8 players in the scoring column for Coach Andy Sloan as they're all over Vienna here by a score of 35-4 here at the intermission. I want to remind you also that some of our other sponsors who help bring you Rangerettes and Ranger basketball, Whittington Church. Whittington Church knows the importance of teamwork, and they encourage you to be a part of a winning team at one of the many fine churches in our area. That's Whittington Church, wishing a successful season to the Rangerettes and all the teams in our area. Whittington Church, one of our sponsors here on Rangerettes basketball. Also, again, don't forget to stop by and visit with Dave Severn at All Stars and Stitches, 418 East Main Street in Benton. They've got virtually everything for the sports fan, and I happened to be in there this morning. I stopped in to pick up my score books from Dave Severn and was kind of looking around some of the clothing. They got Benton Ranger apparel. They've got Rangerettes apparel. They've got Cesar Valier. They've got Christopher, Ziegler, Rolton, Thompsonville, Aiken, Ewing, and in any other community, any other school around the area. You can get your gear there. Some good-looking stuff, clothing, and sporting clothing there at All Stars and Stitches. So stop by and see them or give them a call, 435-5555. And then again, you can visit them online also at visit their Facebook page, or you can visit online at allstarsandstitches.com. We're getting set for the second half here. 35-4 is our score, all Benton in this one, and the only thing left to decide in this one, even as we start the second half, is the final score. Benton really was a good performance in the first half, and you got to give this Vienna team some credit. They really play hard on the defensive end. They're just challenged somewhat on the offensive side, and they play really hard on the defensive side. You can tell perhaps to try and create some offense from the defense, but Benton did a pretty good job taking care of the basketball, and Benton comfortably ahead here by 31 at the intermission. Both teams getting final instructions from their coaches. Andy Sloan to our right and Jim Preblett to our left. For the Rangerettes, it will be juggle things up a little bit. No, they'll go back with the same starting 5. Marcy Mendez, Allie Gisher, Katie Sandusky, Callie Carney, and Michaela Abney. It will be for Vienna, Alina Kauser, Courtney Sanders, Becky Reeder, Natalie Keeling, and Rachel Kindhart, Benton with a basketball. So we begin third quarter play, and I said these Benton starters, they'll be on short time here in this second half. Here's Mendez, goes down low to Carney, shot up, won't go. Fight for the rebound, going to be a foul on Callie. She's a little too aggressive after the missed shot. She went up and went over the back of a Vienna player, and it'll be a non-shooting foul if the Vienna basketball bench drops back. And Megan Smith will bring it across the timeline for the Lady Eagles. Vienna has had some great runs in this tournament in years past with the basketball. Here is Reeder. Kicks it back out to Smith. Left side, Keeling for three. Won't go. Rebound. Last touch by Benton as Abney and Carney both went for the basketball. Neither one could get a handle on it. And it will be Diana basketball under their own bucket. Inbounds pass stolen away. Goes the other way. Benton has some numbers. Here's Mendez. 3-on-2 break. Kicks it back out. Down in the corner. Gisher thought about the three. Back out to Mendez. She goes down low. And is shot up by Abney. Would not go, but she was fouling. Really good ball movement by the Rangerettes as Gisher had a three ball in the corner. Didn't take it. Sees Mendez at the free throw line. Goes to her. She had a shot, and she went down low when she saw Abney open under the basket. Some good ball movement by this Rangerettes team. Abney from the free throw line, no good. She'll get one more. 35-4, Rangerettes lead it, and we're early in the third. In the game for Vienna, it will be Caitlin Green. And Abney eyes the bucket. She'll shoot the back end of the two-shot foul. Free throw is up, and no good. Missed them both. Fight for the rebound. Vienna has it. Callie Carney in there battling for it. With the basketball, it is Smith. Goes right side to Sanders. Back around to Calzert. Now back to Sanders. She launches a three ball. It won't go. They can't buy a basket. And Calzert and Sandusky tie up on the rebound. It'll be a jump ball. The possession arrow favors Vienna. Lady Eagles basketball into their own bucket. Inbounds will come to Sanders. Kicks it out top of the circle to Smith. Smith, left side Sanders. Get it down low to Green. Now stolen away. Good defense there by Allie Gisher. Mendez with the basketball. Goes back to Gisher just beyond the arc, right side. Gisher brings it back between the circles on the left-hand dribble. Picks up her dribble. Oh, they go down low to Abney. Abney up and in. When Abney gets it there, she can get you on her hip down there and turn to the basket. She is hard to handle. Abney was 6, Benton by a bunch. 37-4. Vienna scored 2 field goals in the first quarter. And they've had a long dry spell since then, and they turn it over again. They win a good chunk of the first quarter, all of the second quarter, and 2 minutes here of the third quarter without any offense. Here's Gisher with the basketball. Goes right side to Mendez. Mendez now left side. They go to Sandusky deep in the corner. Sandusky squares up, shoots the three, won't go. Rebound. Carney saves it back in bounds, and going to be safe. Eagles basketball. Lady Eagles with the basketball. Here is Calzert. Puts up the shot, won't go. Calzert got a good look at it, couldn't get the shot down. Good look. Shot would not go, and it'll be Benton basketball. Down low, Abney up and in. Nice pass by Mendez. Mendez made that happen. Abney's got 8. And Mendez, though, spotted her underneath the basket by herself. 39-4. The basketball, Sanders now to Calzert for 3. Won't go. Rebound, pull down, outlet pass. Here comes Gisher. And he's slowing down at the end of the bench talking to some players. They were getting ready to see some liberal substitutions. Here's Gisher. Cross-court pass, Sandusky. Katie to the baseline, shot up on go. But she is fouled and will go to the line and shoot 2. 39-4. I've been on both sides of games like this as a broadcaster, and it's not fun either way. The coach on the top side of the score has to be very aware, and all of them are, of the score, and they'll try and get players in. Here comes Cassie Johnson in the game, and Abney will have a seat. You want to get your starters as much playing time as you can. On the other hand, you do not want to embarrass anybody. Both shots up and in by Sandusky. She has 7. 40-4. With the basketball, here is Green. Shot up, won't go. Rebound, pulled down by Carney. Callie picks up her dribble. Middle of the lane, nowhere to go. Kicks it back out to Sandusky. Here's Johnson with the basketball. Gisher to Carney. 15-footer. Good. Callie Carney. Callie Carney has got 15. And a full timeout for Vienna. 42-4 is the score here with 4 minutes to go. And we've got some substitutions coming in. Looks like we'll get those all for you as we move along here. 42-4. Wow. A clinic here by the Rangerettes tonight against an outmanned Vienna team. Vienna scored 4 points in the first quarter. Didn't score in the second. They've gone 4 minutes of the third. So we know for sure they've gone 12 minutes without a basket. And they win a good chunk of that first quarter without a score. So it's been a rough night offensively for the Lady Eagles of Vienna. 42-4. Our timeout brought to you by SCD Ray and Sons Insurance, serving Southern Illinois insurance needs since 1911. Stop by and see John D. Aiken or Bob Wright. Give them a call, 439-7557. And it's Vienna basketball. For the Rangerettes, they'll go with a lineup that looks like this. Cassie Johnson, Haley Ing, Kaylee Pedigo, Marcy Mendez, and Taylor Mosley. So 4 starters out of the game for Benton. Marcy Mendez remains in the game. Vienna will stay with their starters. Here's Kindhart. And she throws it away. Cassie Johnson on the steal. 3.5 to play in the third. Here's Mosley. Around to Eames. Eames shot up and in. Haley Eames has really played well this week. I really like her. She had a nice night on Monday off the bench, was 6, and she has 7 off the bench tonight. And she's a nice addition to the Benton team off the bench. She's played well. Benton team's got some depth. With the basketball, Kindhart. Free throw line. Back to Sanders. Now to Smith. Right side Sanders. They go down low to Calsert. He kicks it back out to Reeder. Move around the perimeter. Here's Smith. Shot up and won't go. Rebound. Pull down by Benton. Marcy Mendez. Down low. They go to Pedigo. And she threw it away. Pedigo turned. When she thought her teammate was that, she had moved and it's a turnover. Gives the ball back to Vienna. In the game for Benton. We'll get you caught up on some of these substitutes coming in the game. In the game for Benton is Lauren Zinzaletta. Lauren is a sophomore. There's a basketball. Sanders shot up, won't go. Rebound up and in. Big crowd from the crowd. Big cheer from the crowd here on hand tonight. As off the bench, Michaela Rice gets a deuce for Vienna. Kayla Rice breaks that scoreless drought. In the game now for Benton also is Hannah Wilder, also Alexis Abney. Also in the game for Benton is Kristen Shaw. And we mentioned Lauren Zinzaletta. Haley Ing stays in. Here's a shot by Vienna, will not go. 90 seconds to go in the third. Lob down low, shot up and in. That was a bucket by Hannah Wilder. Wilder gets a 2-point bucket, and Vienna turns it over. And we'll go back the other way. Substitute in the game for Vienna. That will be Alina Kauser. And also in the game will be Keeling. Natalie Keeling back in the game. For the basketball, it is Haley. Goes left side to Shaw. Back around to Zenzaletta. Shot up, won't go. Rebound pulled down, Keeling. Shot up by Vienna. Vienna will not go. That was Kindhart. It's going to be Benton basketball with 56 seconds remaining here. Haley Ing with the ball for the Rangerettes. 46-6. Shaw. Down low to Wilder. Baseline can't get the shot up. And they call it off. Vienna with the basketball. And down by a bunch. Here is Keeling. Around to Kauser. 3-point shot up and in. Kauser gets the 3-pointer. She has 5. And it's 49-6. Here's Ing with the basketball. Looking down low for Wilder. There's Alexis Abney. Shot up, won't go. Rebound, saved in bounds. Here's Wilder. Shot up, and it won't go. Rebound, Keeling. 9 seconds for Vienna. Kindhart, 4 seconds. Kauser. Back to Keeling. Now to Kindhart. 3-pointer won't go, and that's going to end our third quarter of play. We played 3 quarters here in Game 1, Session 2. From Marion, our score 10-3. Benton 46, and Vienna 9. Back for fourth quarter action in 60 seconds.
When it's time to make sure your teeth are in healthy condition, call Dr. Simpson, DDS in Benton to schedule your appointment or your child's appointment. Regular cleaning and checkups are part of maintaining your teeth for a comfortable, healthy smile. And if you're looking to brighten your smile, Dr. Simpson offers whitening too. When your teeth need cleaning, filling, crowns, bridge work, whitening, and more, call Dr. Simpson to make an appointment. 439-4364. That's 439-4364 for Dr. Simpson, DDS in Benton.
Everyone has a lunch special, but what's special about it? At Mr. D's, you get great food at the best price, like the burger combo. A hearty, tasty burger, fries, and a drink for only $4.39. That's right, less than $5 for a full meal. Now that's special. Mr. D's has all of your favorites, from chicken strips with gravy to chili dogs to savory barbecue, even a tilapia fish sandwich. Wash it down with your favorite drink like a blueberry Mountain Dew or a milkshake or ice cold Pepsi. Try an ice cream cone for dessert. Mr. D's Drive-In on North Main, Benton.
Back to Benton Rangerette basketball on Q106.
Welcome back to Marion High School, the Marion Junior High School, the Lady Wildcats Invitational. We head to the fourth quarter, all Benton, 46-9. Rangerettes lead this one by a bunch. Here's Alexis Abney. High post, kicks it out to Zenzaletta for 3. Off the rim, will not go. Rebound pulled down by Vienna. Keeling with the basketball. Kindhart. Back to Keeling. Now Kindhart launches a 3-ball. Won't go. Rebound, Keeling. Shot up, won't go. Rebound, Abney. Abney gets it out to Ing. Haley Ing. Here's Zenzaletta. Shot up, won't go. Rebound. And we are playing a continuous clock here in the fourth. I thought that was a rule that was established here several years ago. In a case like a game like this, I think it's a good one. In the game is Reeder. Back in the game is Becky Reeder. And it will be Vienna basketball. Alternating possession rule gives it back to Vienna. Here's Kindheart. Right side to Sanders, now to Reeder. Back to Kindheart. Now Keeling. They move around the perimeter. Now they go around to Cowser. Shot up, won't go. Rebound. I'll say Benton basketball. Wilder was fighting for the rebound with Megan McEwen. And went out of bounds. It's Benton ball. We dropped under 6 minutes in this game. 46-9. Here's Alexis. Abney shot won't go. Rebound. 2-on-1 break for the Lady Eagles of Vienna. Kindheart to Keeling for three. Good. Keeling hits a three. That's her first points of the night. It's 46-12. Zinzaletta to Wilder. And the rangerettes throw it away. Here comes Cowser. And it's going to be a foul call on Mosley. Foul on Mosley. And it will be to the line, Alina Cowser to shoot the two-shot foul. She was in the act of shooting. We're back in here on tomorrow night. 6:30 start again tomorrow night when it'll be Benton and Carterville. That is always a good matchup in this tournament. Benton and Carterville. Carterville will be the late game tonight. They play Heron at 8 tonight, then the first game tomorrow night. Carterville had to bye on Monday night, so this was their first action here tonight in the game that follows this one. Benton's going to move to 2-0. Cowser gets the free throws. She has 7 of the 13 for Vienna and another steal. And restolen but knocked out of bounds. And it'll be Vienna basketball. 46-13. This has been a trip to the woodshed for the Lady Eagles tonight as they have been soundly beaten here. Benton jumped out to a nice first quarter lead, 16-4. Then it's a shutout in the second quarter. Now scored Vienna 19-4 and put this one away. Shaw to Zinzaletta. Lauren Zinzaletta. Now Shaw. Now around to Mosley for three. Won't go. Rebound. Vienna has it. 3:45 to go in the ball game. And Benton with a big lead. Here's a steal. Vienna with the basketball. There's a three-point shot up by Kindheart. It won't go. Rebound by Cowser. It won't go. Carterville Lady Lions are here. They're ready for action. They'll go against Heron. (46-13). 3 minutes to go in the game. We'll have an interview with Benton coach Andy Sloan on our post-game show brought to you by Jesse Drew Rock and Material. We'll have on that coach's report will be brought to you by Skibo Family Eye Care. All that comes your way in about 3 minutes. Fourth quarter moving along quickly with that continuous clock here. Free throw, 1 of 2 up and in by Sanders. She has 3. And it's 46-14. 2.5 to play. Here is Haley. And tried to get the ball to Shaw. She lost the handle on it. It'll be Vienna basketball. Cowser, cross court to Keeling, puts up the shot. Good. Keeling gets her second bucket of the fourth quarter. It's 46-16. We're under 2. Shaw with the basketball. Haley to Zinzaletta. Now Shaw. Shot won't go by Wilder. Keeley loses a handle on it out of bounds. It will be Benton ball. With 90 seconds to play, 46-16. All Benton in this one. We're back in here tomorrow night, 6:30. It'll be Carterville and Benton. Should be a dandy matchup. Looking forward to that one. Benton with a nice win here against Heron on Monday night. They have Marion on Saturday afternoon, so 3 tough ones for Benton. Pardon me, 2 tough ones remain. Carterville on Thursday and Marion on Saturday. Benton basketball, we're under a minute. 46-16 is our score. Haley Eames on the dribble was right side to Shaw, down low to Wilder, to the basket, up, won't go, fight the rebound. Pettigo has it, up, won't go. Rebound pulled down by Vienna. And we're going the other way. 46-16, 30 seconds remain. There's Cowser for 3, won't go. Rebound pulled down, Benton has it. Here is Shaw. Kristen Shaw. Out of the corner, Zinzaletta for 3, won't go. Rebound, Wilder. And going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow will favor Benton. It may not get inbounded. 9 seconds. Shaw into Eames. And that will end this one. 46-16. That's going to be the final. 46-16 is our final. The Rangerettes move to 2-0. And we'll meet Carterville in here on Thursday night. Benton has a bye on Friday, and a 2 p.m. game on Saturday against Marion. So our schedule the rest of the week, 6:30 on Thursday night, off on Friday night, back in here on Saturday afternoon against Marion. Final score, 46-16. Rangerettes all over the Lady Eagles of Vienna. 46-16 is the final. Vienna drops to 0-2. Benton improves to 2-0. 46-16 is the final. And the Rangerettes advance to 2-0 in this round-robin tournament. Let's get in a break. Let's take 3 minutes, then we'll come back, and we'll have an interview with Coach Sloan. We'll get you all the totals of this game. Final score, 46-16. Back in 3 minutes.
Dig in with full-contact coal miner training at Red Lake College. Learn in our new 20,000 square feet coal mine training center. Use real equipment like continuous miners and power sitters. And check out the new mine rescue and fire safety training tunnel. Associate degree and occupational certificates available.
We're full contact, hands-on coal mining. Real equipment, real live, all the time.
What are you waiting for? Call 618-437-5321 and get started.
You need a law firm who is willing to go and fight for you, whether you're in a divorce, accused of a crime, or if you've been injured in an accident.
I'm Brian Drew. My brother Jason and I's law firm was built on and continues to be run on fighting for our clients. We'll fight for you all the way through trial, be it in front of a judge or jury, whatever it takes. From Cairo to Effingham, from river to river, we're here for you. No case is too big, no case is too small. If it matters to you, then it matters to us.
Because when it really matters, hire Drew and Drew. Call 439-9406 or online at drewlawgroup.com.
The Benton Superlube on South DuQuoin in Benton is your home for the Pennzoil 10-minute oil change. Get your Dexus-approved synthetic oil change while the experts at the Benton Superlube rotate your tires, check your fluids, and vacuum your floor mats. Preventive maintenance saves you money in the long run. The Benton Superlube can service wipers, lights, even air filters. For your car's maintenance, trust the professionals at the Benton Superlube, 107 South DuQuoin in Benton. Call 439-2210 and go Rangers.
Hey, this is Coach Aaron. If you need screen printing, embroidery, plaques, or trophies, give the big man, Big Dave, a call at All Stars and Stitches in Benton, Illinois, 435-555-555.
All Stars and Stitches located at 418 East Main Street here in Benton. We're located a half a block from the Benton High School. Our regular hours are Monday through Friday from 10 to 5. We're located a half a block from the Benton High School. What was that number again, Coach?
435-555-555.
rock bottom prices and speedy delivery. That's Jesse Drew Rocket Material. Decorative landscaping, driveway rock, topsoil, sand, mulch, or lime. Jesse Drew Rocket Material has what you need to turn your yard into a place where you can relax and be the envy of your neighbors. Jesse Drew Rocket Material also spreads dirt and mulch with their Bobcats so you don't have to. Transform your yard or drive into something you've always imagined. Call Jesse Drew Rocket Material at 927-7857. 927-7857.
Tired of feeling just like another number at the big box store pharmacies? Kimmel Chaplin Pharmacy takes the time to get to know patients on a first-name basis, understand your needs, explain medications, answer any questions you might have, and maintain a great relationship with your third-party insurance, Medicare, or Illinois Public Aid card. Really, it's the prompt professional service and free delivery in the Benton West City area that really set Kimmel Chaplin apart from all the others. Kimmel Chaplin Pharmacy, inside the Benton Medical Center on Bailey Lane.
Back to Benton Rangerette basketball on Q106.
Welcome back to Marion, the Lady Wildcats Invitational here at the junior high school gymnasium, playing here at the junior high this year while renovation work is going on at the new facility at the high school. And certainly have been treated well in here, and we appreciate the hospitality. Mike Tornak, the athletic director, Chris Roberts, the girls basketball coach. Chris Roberts, of course, a Benton native. And we welcome into the broadcast Andy Sloan. He is the head basketball coach at Benton High School. His Rangerettes pick up a 46-16 win tonight over the Vienna Lady Eagles. And Andy talks about it a little bit in the pregame. And you know, the Rangerettes on Monday night maybe got off to had a great second half, maybe a little sluggish in the early going. Not the case tonight. They really got out of the gate quickly.
Yeah, and you know, Vienna's a pretty scrappy bunch. We knew that coming in. We watched them play Monday night. They put that full court pressure on you. And Coach P does a great job down there. You know, they're a little down. Had a hard time scoring, but we got off a pretty good start. I was proud of our kids. We knew that was something coming in that we couldn't be down, 8-2 to start the game, and we had to come out, not be back on our heels, and I think we did a pretty good job of that.
And you talk about them being scrappy. I mentioned that several times. They may be a little challenged on the offensive end, but they make up for it on the defensive. They really try and get after you defensively, and maybe, I guess, try and create some offense from their defense. But I thought your team handled that pretty well all throughout the night.
Yeah, they're a hard-nosed bunch, like you said, and they're putting so much pressure on us early that it made it a little difficult to get in an offense. So we just told our kids, get down there, getting the 3-out or go 1-4, and just kind of go and see what's open, because they were just overplaying and putting a lot of pressure on our guards. It was tough to make a lot of passes, and I thought we adjusted to that pretty well. And then they finally went to that zone, got out of the full court pressure, and we were able to get some good looks out of that also.
And I know it's early in the season, only 2 games in, but one of the things that seems to stand out to me after these 2 games is you've got an awful lot of depth. You can go up and down that bench, and there's probably about 9 girls you could plug in and not lose a whole lot anywhere you go.
Yeah, you're right, and that's something that's going to be a strength of ours, hopefully, throughout the entire season. And I read something the other day where some coach said he didn't have subs, he had reinforcements, and that's kind of how we try to play this off, how we try to treat this. We have a different starting 5 every night, but I think a lot of those kids are playing about the same amount of minutes. So, credit to our bench. Our bench has to be good, and we bring King and Mosley and Pedigo and Johnson off the bench tonight, and they all played well along with the 5 starters. So happy to have that. We've got to have that throughout the year because, like I mentioned the other night, we're not overly talented. We have to have a lot of help from all of our kids, and if we continue to get that, I think we'll be in most basketball games.
And we talk about that depth, and again tonight you have Callie Carney with 15, but then you go Michaela Abney 8, Sandusky 7, Haley Ean with 7 off the bench, and she's been a really pleasant. I think off the bench has done a really great job for you so far.
Yeah, she has. She showed signs of it last year, but at times I thought the physicality of the varsity game got to her a little bit, and she's not a big kid by any means right now, but she's a little bit bigger than she was last year, and she's just handling herself a lot better. Had a good volleyball year, and I think playing with a lot of confidence.
And we're going to look ahead, Andy. I'm not going to let you enjoy this win very long. At Carterville in here tomorrow night in the first game, and Carterville, one of the premier programs, made it to the sectional last year and championship sectional, and certainly Matt Crane does a great job down there. Talk about the matchup tomorrow night.
Well, like I said, I think it's going to be a great matchup. They've got very good athletes, and Matty Meyer maybe have one of the best point guards, if not the best point guard in the South, and Avery English. I look for those two kids to provide a lot of firepower for them. They've got a Barrett kid that's a sophomore that played a lot as a freshman last year, like you said, on their regional championship team. So, it's going to be a challenge, and we've got to be ready. They're going to put a lot of pressure on us, I'm sure, and we've really got to come in here and guard and execute on the offensive end and get the shot that we want. Maybe not the first shot that's there, but realize and understand our offensive sets, what we're actually looking for, what's our first option, our second option. But look forward to the challenge. It's always a battle when we play these guys, and I'm sure it will be again tomorrow night.
And Andy, when you come into a tournament like this, 4 games in the first week of the season, and I'm sure you're coming in here as a learning process for one thing, but talk about what your expectations were coming in here, not as far as wins and losses, but what you hope to accomplish with your team just on the court.
Well, when you, like you said, when you have this many games in the first week, I think you get a pretty good feel for your rotation and what kids you can use and what spots you can use them in. Practice tells you a lot, but I think when you get in the game situation, you put kids in spots that they're hopefully successful. And, this tournament, I think, lets you see how they respond to those situations in a game situation. And, that's kind of what we'll do moving forward. And, there may be a kid that played a lot Monday night that by the end of the tournament isn't playing as much as somebody else is. But that's a good thing about our kids. I think they're going to compete with each other. They're great teammates, but this is a good tournament as far as getting 4 games in 5 or 6 days, and you get a pretty good feel for your team and what they can do.
Very good, Andy. As always, we appreciate you making the long hike up here. We'll look forward to seeing you here tomorrow night, and also on Saturday should be exciting finale or the final 2 days of this tournament on Thursday and Saturday for the Rangerettes. Thank you for coming up.
Hey, thanks for having us, and I appreciate you broadcasting the game.
That is Benton coach Andy Sloan. Again, our post-game show brought to you by Jesse Drew Rock and Material in Benton. If you need dirt, fill, sand, rock, mulch, or lime, the place to go is Jesse Drew Rock and Material. Give them a call today, 618-927-7857, 618-927-7857. That's Jesse Drew Rock and Material, our post-game sponsor here on Rangerettes basketball. Also, our interview with Coach Sloan, our Coach's View report brought to you by Skibo Family Eye Care, 4200 Hillberry Road in Mount Vernon. Skibo Family Eye Care, where they accept most major vision and medical insurance plans, including DSP, IMED, Medicare, and Blue Cross Blue Shield. For all your eye care needs, make an appointment with Dr. Emily Minor Skibo at Skibo Family Eye Care, 4200 Hillberry Road in Mount Vernon. Give them a call today, 618-242-6338. That's 618-242-6338. Or you can visit them online at skibofamilyeyecare.com, SKIBO, familyeyecare.com. That's Skibo Family Eye Care. They bring you our Coach's View report here on Rangerettes basketball. Rangerettes put a nice performance together tonight, and they ran away from Vienna early in this matchup. Benton jumped out to a 16-4 first quarter lead, then outscored Vienna 19-0 in the second quarter and led it 35-4 at halftime. Benton also put together a nice third quarter and led it at the end of 3, 46-13, and the final score 46-16. 46-16 as everybody on the Benton bench got some action. Final scoring for Benton. Kelly Carney led the way with 15. Balanced scoring again by Benton. Michaela Abney, the sophomore, with 8. Katie Sandusky with 7. Haley Ing with 7. Also with 4 points, it was, let me add this up, Lauren Zenzaletta with 4. And rounding out the scoring, it was Marcy Mendez with 2. Taylor Mosley with 2. Allie Gisher with 2. Cassie Johnson with 2. And that rounds out the scoring, 46 for the Rangerettes. Zinzaletta had 2. Let me correct that. Zinzaletta had 2. For Vienna with 16 points, they had Alina Kausner with 6, Natalie Keeling with 5, Courtney Sanders with 3, and Caitlin Green with 2. That rounds out the scoring. 46-16 is the final here tonight. Don't forget now, we're back with you tomorrow night, another 6:30 start. We're on the air at 6:15 with our pregame tip-off against Carterville, the Lady Lions, at 6:30 tomorrow night. Should be a good matchup. Heron and Carterville getting ready to play right now in about 2.5 minutes in front of us here. But should be a nice matchup in Game 1 tomorrow night. Carterville, one of the better girls programs in Southern Illinois, and the Rangerettes will certainly have a test tomorrow night in that matchup. But if you can't make it down to the junior high school here at Marion, be sure and join us. This is a fun Benton Rangerettes team to watch. We're expecting big things from them this year, high expectations, and they have not disappointed. They're 2-0 in 2 nights of play here, and they're at it again tomorrow night against Carterville. For my engineer back at the station tonight, Dylan Snyder, who has always turned in his usual fine work. I'm Jim Muir, and I'm speaking for all the good folks at Dana Communication. We hope that you enjoyed the broadcast tonight as much as we enjoy bringing it to you. Once again, the final score, Benton defeats Vienna 46-16, 46-16. So long and good night from Marion, and God bless you.